Okay, so my low, my high, my act of kindness is actually pretty straightforward today. Yesterday, again, it was brutally hot, like very brutally hot. Um, my high was I got to watch America's Got Talent yesterday. That was awesome. And excuse me. My act of kindness is I did something for my dad yesterday. I mean, it's not technically quite done yet, but I did something, and now I had to get him something, but I couldn't simply give it to him right away. Now I give it to him today, so there we go. Honestly, nothing much new right now. I have dinner in the crock pot right now. It's literally 1 minute before 6 o'clock in the morning, and okay, this is actually like the perfect amount of light here. Like, yeah, I still look like Two-Face here, but at least it's not like the sun is like really in my face, you know? Okay, so I have several things to talk about today. So let's get started. Good morning and happy Wednesday, everyone. Or Hump Day, if you really feel like calling it Hump Day. Actually, considering that 4th of July is this weekend, yeah, I might as well call it Hump Day. Oh, another thing that's also part of my high is, I'm really glad I did my ARC Thoughts video. I want to get that done before the end of the month. I'm just going to be so busy because there's some stuff I have to prepare for when my family has a 4th of July up at Yucca Lake this upcoming weekend. And we really want to make sure that I want to make sure that anything that I am preparing, I can get it ready right away. Nothing much. I'm just going to make more of that lemonade I made a couple weeks ago. Hopefully this will be a bigger batch. And plus it's also, I plan on making a batch every couple weeks in order to prepare for my mother's side of the family coming up this upcoming August. Literally just over a month from now. And my uncle saw that I made all that lemonade, so he's like, "Are you gonna make more for us when we come up?" And then I told him I'd fill up every single pitcher that we had. By my count, at my family's cottage, we have 4 pitchers. And for the most part, there's 1 pitcher that's still full from the last time I made it. So really, if anything, I'm just making a few pitcher fills and some stock. Not stock for refills. So yeah, where do I even begin? I think we'll start with America's Got Talent because that is exactly what happened last night, and everyone I saw was amazing. You can tell because I'm still completely exhausted. Stayed up too late. But really good acts I thought that really interested me was, and do you mind, this is actually a group that really needed to be around, and that's Gangsta Grass. I love that. It's like they put yeehaw and hip hop together, and basically, don't get me wrong, Old Town Road's a nice song, but what Gangsta Grass did last night is what Old Town Road wishes that it did, So, there you go. That Korean style dance group, they're really good as well. The Positive Impact movement, like those 4 guys that are kind of like bodybuilders, but they're actually trying to promote body positivity. That was really cool. And it was really cool too how the one guy has a tiny thing of ashes of his mother hanging around his neck, and he holds it up. And I think how he's like, "Is that something special for you guys?" And he tells the story about he and his mom used to watch America's Got Talent a lot. And she said that you could do this, and so that was really sweet. I don't know if they'll actually go all the way, but I'll say this. they got a shot. I mean, they got 4 yeses, so there we go. Let's see. The Alexandra Coat and her 2 dogs, which I'm not gonna lie, they're really adorable. They're cute little puppies. I like cute little puppies. Cute little puppies are awesome. Okay. The sidekick was good. The I'm trying to look at the list. The song "Lost Without You" by her name was Jay. She was really good. That moment when Howie turned to the Grinch, that was really good. I gotta point out 2 things though. There was a pair of twin comedian brothers who performed on the site, and they got 4 yeses too. But I know who these guys are. They're actually pretty famous comedians. Why are they on America's Got Talent? I'm talking about the Sklar brothers. Don't get me wrong, I love the Sklar brothers. I do. You know, I remember watching them at midnight. They were on that one Adult Swim show, The Oblongs. Like, these guys actually have clout. What? I mean, the only reason I can think of would be if, and this is my theory, the act they did last night, they've never done together. Because they're both comedians in their own right, but I think, have individual acts. I think this was the first time where they did an act together. Maybe. I could totally be wrong about that. But, as someone who's seen all 600 episodes of At Midnight, you know, I know who the Sklar brothers are. In their own right, they're actually champions of the show. Again, in their own right. I mean, no, they weren't I'll probably give it to me. You know, let's be honest, I saw every episode at midnight, and I can tell you, like the great champions of that show were like the Paul F. Tompkins, the Ron Funches, the Doug Bensons, Melania Weintraub. Yeah, the lady on the AT&T commercials, that's Melania Weintraub. And she's very, very funny. Actually, I think one of her biggest ones is when At Midnight did like an Olympics type thing. And Melania Weintraub is actually Uzbekistani, which I did not know. Okay, and now I get to the golden buzzer, which was the combination of what I can only describe as like a fashion show and a dance act all in one. And it worked. It was like some of the most beautiful fashion I've ever seen. So, Leah Kyle, getting your golden buzzer. Congratulations. May you have continued success throughout the rest of the season. And with that said, I think we move on to this week's guest on Hot Ones, because I forgot to bring him up yesterday. And once again, it is someone who I do not know who it is. So we have to look it up. And the person is Malcolm Gladwell. I have no idea who Malcolm Gladwell is. Okay, he's an English-born Canadian journalist, author, and public speaker. Okay, staff writer of The New Yorker, published 7 books. Let's see, Tipping Point, Blink, Everything, Outliers, With a Dog Saw, David Goliath, Underdogs, Misfits, and the Art of Battling Giants, Talking to Strangers, The Bomber Mafia, A Dream, A Temptation, The Longest Night of Second World War. Does that sound? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so he published 7 books. Okay. Actually, what do people think of this guy? Okay, so one of his books, The Tipping Point, was named one of the best books of the decade by Amazon.com customers. Okay. Also, Barnes & Noble's 5th selling notification of the decade. Nonfiction of the decade, I mean. Okay. Okay. In this guy. Yeah, I think this would be like the first time we've legit seen an author on Hot Ones, to my knowledge. It's weird, because technically a celebrity is a person that you know for a fact is famous, garners a lot of clout, and if you see someone, you know exactly, if you see that person, for the most part, you would know who they are. We never think about authors. We don't. I mean, it's the same with voiceover actors when you think about it. Because, I mean, authors and voiceover actors have the thing in common where, by all accounts, they're very talented people. The problem is, their work is, off of a screen where you can't see them, behind the camera, or off camera, if you will. In terms of author, there's no camera at all. Unless you're that kind of crazy author who wants to record himself trying to write a book, which they would be the first to do that, to my knowledge. So, this will be a very, very interesting episode. I mean, it's hard to say going in what I'm expecting, other than, of course, Sean is going to ask, all about his books. It's about the only thing he can do. Oh, I'm not saying entirely true. I mean, I'm sure he'll also ask about his time at the New Yorker. That'll be something pretty big. What else could they do? I honestly don't really know. So, I have to say, I'm actually kind of looking forward to this. I really am. I think it'll be the first time, to my knowledge, this will be the first author who's ever been on Hot Ones. I mean, actually that's not entirely true. I mean, by all accounts, several people have written books and have been on Hot Ones. They're just not known for being authors. I mean, Guy Fieri's written cookbooks. Neil deGrasse Tyson written his own books as well. So it is possible that this is the first fully person who's legit, okay, I'm an author, this is my profession, I'm going on Hot Ones, let's do this. So again, I'm legitimately excited for what we're about to see here. I mean, am I expecting much? Not particularly, but I think we'll be entertained nonetheless. So, in terms of what's going on today, nothing really. I mean, right now, I really can't do much outside of things I would normally do to prepare for the week. I mean, I already, I made myself dinner. It's in the crock pot already. I made that so I can get started on the lemonade as soon as possible. So, here's hoping that tomorrow won't be a huge nightmare, I reckon. I'm actually going to get a few more lemons, oranges, and limes. And for the life of me, I can never find a grapefruit anywhere. I always want to try it with a grapefruit. Maybe I'll get lucky at some point. We'll just have to see. And to be honest, we really could be using them. And it's so weird. It's been hot like you wouldn't believe. And only at nighttime do we get some, crazy rain, It's unbelievable. But it should still be fairly, it should be good overall. We should have a pretty nice, it may be hot, but at least it's nice out. And at least it's raining at nighttime when you can possibly be up to do anything anyway. Because it's late and we want to gotta get ourselves some sleep. Man, I could use some sleep myself in the form of a nap. Ah, boy. I can't believe this is the last day of June either. I mean, technically it won't be until Friday, but we've made it through 6 months of this calendar year. We're halfway through 2021. So, let's finish strong. Like, favorite, share, and subscribe button. Follow me on social platforms, notifications on YouTube. I'm very home in this video for all of you guys to watch and enjoy for today. Hope you have a wonderful, wonderful Wednesday or hump day if you really feel like calling it hump day. And remember, if you guys want to talk to channel, we'll be here to lend an ear and also be back. Take care and make good choices. Have a nice day.